What is going on, my noob and noobettes? Thank you for tuning back into the Noob Network and hanging out with your boy Noob Hard here. So, I realized in my last recording, I recorded a whole video and I did not have my game capture on. So, I had a whole video worth of me just talking to a black screen. So, from the last video, there's been some development, as you can see if you've watched my first two episodes. If not, definitely go and check those out in the Timberborn Let's Play playlist. So since there's been some development since then, I'll just kind of talk through it. So since the last update, what we did was we created some more breeding pods, so we could have more people in the district. We managed to get to creating a district 2, which is oddly, surprisingly called district 3. We created this path here with some stairwells to come on down, and then we created, like I said, a district with some housing, some lumber there, and some fooding here to kind of support it with the water source as well. Now the plan, again, because I talked with no video, is we are going to create a levee system here, which then is going to raise this water source up to here, so that we can create floodgates here. So in our drought phase, this water will stay there, which will keep all this area good, because we're going to turn this area to straight farming, and then we're going to turn this district down here for the moment into lumber and a water source. So district 2 will supply district 1 with water, and district 1 will supply district 2 with food. And we're going to take our lumber up into this area here. Now what's going to end up happening is this will have to be created. We'll have to create a floodgate to come out into this direction. So it'll probably be a floodgate sitting on top of some of these levees, and they will create levees with a little path that goes in this direction like that. And then we'll have it taper off here, which then should fertilize all this area and allow trees to grow. That's a short, sweet, simple version of it. And then the floodgates were here, which would flood this area and then allow it to flow into this channel like normal. Now, that is the current development. What else I said in that blank video was that we are going to, if I can just get it here, there we go. We are going to consider this map completed once we have an average of 8 in all the basic needs, an average of 8 in at least 1 food source, and 1 social life, and 1 aesthetic. Once we get that, we're going to go to a different map. And the order of maps that I'm going to use is going to be the order of maps that are currently in the game. So right now I picked a random one for the current episodes. But once this map is done, we're going to go back. We're going to start from the plains again. We're going to work our way down, and we're going to skip the terrains, since these first few episodes in this series is going to be built on the terrains. So we're going to skip the terrains. Now, on top of that, I noticed in the game that there is the ability to create a map. So I would like for you guys to create a couple of maps and send them to me. And we will put that into our playlist, as well as we will, feature some videos. I don't know how many of those I will do, but I think it'd be interesting to see some of your guys' creations and play those. Now, we ended a drought during the recordings that got messed up that I had to re-record. So we are coming out of that drought, and we actually had an issue. As if you can see here, I left the breeding pods on way too long. So now I have way too many mouths to feed. And they kind of destroyed our food source and water source in our last drought. We had a 5 day, 6 day drought, I think it was. So we are now recovering from that. The water pumps are going crazy. They're barely being able to keep up. They're keeping up with just fine. These guys down here are having no issues. I mean, there's only 10 of them. We have one unemployed, so we have one extra guy here. And yeah, so I'm currently in the process of building the levees. I believe I have it. Yep, I have it all planned out. That's how high it's going to be. The side's going to come the same way. I just left it open right now so they don't build themselves in a hole. And we're probably going to move this pathway over here, and it's just going to tunnel up to this high. And I'm thinking about creating that, um, what is it, floodgate right here. And then we'll also have floodgates here as well, which will allow this to go. So this path will leave, and what's going to end up happening is that path is probably going to end up coming here over the top and then into town. These guys are also going to move to probably somewhere on this side, but we'll get there when we get there. I would like to have a lot of this built up, but we are also having issue on lumber since we only have this small space dealing with lumber. But they're working on it, and we have water here, so these trees are growing, and we'll get lumber from here as well. So some of these guys are dying off from the resources lacking, but that's okay because we actually need to reduce our numbers by 13. So having a few, the what is it, 3 looks like, die from thirst and hunger is okay. And I mentioned it in the first video. Again, if you didn't see that, definitely check it out. I should have a card up pointing you back to the first episode. And if not, towards the end of the video, there will also be end cards that will point you back to the first video, or you can just go to my channel and visit the Timberborn Let's Play playlist, which will also have the first video. Carrots. Let me see. Let me click on a beaver. Let's get a beaver, and I'll show you. Carrots. If you don't know, carrots increase the life expectancy. So my beavers right now, because of eating carrots, are living 30% longer. So having them just die off of old age is taking 30% longer to do. So I did close down 4 out of the 5 breeding pods that I had. So that way we are producing fewer beavers. So eventually these guys from old age will start to take a fall, and that should start helping out. So I'm thinking I'm gonna leave this path here until these get built, and then I'm gonna pull this path off and create another row here. Yep. And I have plenty of that, so I'm going to... Oh, that's 500. That's okay. We'll do it. We have plenty. We have plenty. The water dump, well, we don't quite need the water dump yet. And I have that going, so that's good. I'm trying to think of what else do we need right now outside of what's being built. These platforms aren't bad. Small storage. We probably will need a small storage once we... Well, we'll get the large storage once we turn this more into a straight farm area. What does... Okay, they have that built. So we're good. So I realized when I placed this down the first time, I was placing it down so we can do the trees and the berries, but these are technically wild berries, so the forester won't do anything far as replenishing them. They actually will take care of, let's see, or is it the planted berries? So I actually just rebuilt the forester over in this area so they can handle taking care of these trees. I'm actually going to delete that guy. Yes. And this forester is not employed at the moment. Not employed at the moment. Let's see, what do we have here? We have the lumber mill. Is the power? We're not doing anything with power, so we'll pause that. Which hopefully should put us, did not put us in the forest. We'll take out, let's see, we have somebody in the forester now. District post. Distribution post. Wait, what did I just take out? I have 3. Do I have? I do have 3. And I can't get to this area. Oh, I can. I can. Talking nonsense. I'm gonna open this up for when somebody else is born. I don't understand why you're unemployed, because this is open. There you go. Now I have 2 gatherers. I don't. Not yet. Not yet. Okay, so the water source caught up. I have so many beavers that are sleeping on the ground. I want to do. They have the beehive here. They don't have the beehive. So those of you that don't know what the beehive is, the beehive just allows plants to produce more, or I should say, outproduce more of the product that is producing. Let's put that out there. You guys are building something, and I don't know what it is. So I'm going to set these priorities up a little better. Let's see. Okay, so this guy's lumber yard is rolling. Interesting how I built or planted plants with I left myself no space here. Okay. We need to remove, what was I think, 4 rows? 4 rows. And now we can build ourselves the farmhouse. I don't know how I made that mistake, but I did. And we have another drought. We just came back from a drought. We just came back from a drought. We just came back from a drought. And these guys still have yet to be able to recover its food source. Oh my God. I could open up another gatherer. I'm Okay. They don't. They're not. Mm, well, you know what? We'll destroy the berries. That's okay. We have carrots still. We'll destroy the berries. We have no other choice. I mean, because these guys are gonna still need food. Now I can stop the production to food to this side because it's only 10 of them, and it through the 5 day drought that we had earlier, they were able to hold up. They literally made it to the whole drought. So we'll see how many days this drought is. These guys are good on water now. We are losing some of those elders that are still here, so that's good. Um, okay, so now we're at the right amount. So now we just have one extra person. I have the homeless people now, which I just realized I mentioned. I said it earlier that the homeless people mean we had too many, but we did have too many. We were breeding too much. But the homeless means I just don't have enough housing for them. So that's that, which is okay for the moment. It's just okay. Now it doesn't help this that we're trying to get the average for, um, but that's okay. That's okay. Okay, our drought is 1 day away. We have plenty of water here. Lumber's coming along, but it's not coming along fast enough. These guys are finally starting to build on this side. Now I'm wondering if I should make. I think I should. It would only help to have more than one forester. Well, not necessarily. You know what? Let's do it. Since this is my only source right now of lumber, might as well. Might as well. So in order for us to have enough for both sides and get this done, we need that lumber. And these guys are starting up here, which is great. Come on. Okay, drought has started. What I'm going to do is I am going to pause that one. I'm gonna let that one. Um, I'm gonna pause this one as well. So we're at a 5 day drought. So we should be fine. We should be fine on water. We'll be fine on water here. The farmhouse. The farmhouse. Berries will die in 7 days. Luckily, luckily, we only have a 5 day drought, which we should be fine for. We should be fine for. Like I said, we just survived a 5 day drought, so we should have no problem surviving this. And having two foresters will allow them to replenish these trees a butt ton faster, get more trees going. And now it's just a waiting game to survive the drought. How are we doing for food over here? We're doing beyond terrible. Beyond terrible. We got another guy who died of old age, which is okay. As long as we're not killing them off in the drought. Um, your water source just depleted ridiculously. Okay. I don't know what happened there, but we will start sending water over here. If we need to, we will pump out of this canal. I just don't want to because then it depletes my food source over here, which I'm already having issues keeping up with. As soon as we can get this side rolling, because it has its own lumber that's going to start coming and its own food source to provide for here. Once it does that, then we no longer need to send food here. And what I'm also thinking needs to happen is I'm gonna need to take this out. So I'm gonna have to rebuild all of this, obviously. Like I said, these and this won't be here, but it needs to be here now to keep this to support this district. Um, but I'm gonna need a storage yard. I'm gonna need a storage yard. I have to wait for the drought to be able to figure out exactly how much. Oh, well, those guys are building in the wrong direction, but I think, yeah, these guys up there can build, so that's fine. We're getting it. We're getting it. We're getting it. So I think I can just go ahead and build this up then. Yep. And I'm also going to go ahead and unlock the triple platform and the double platform. Because I think we're actually going to move our water pumps to in here and then have this be the path to come back through it. I think that's the game plan. Pretty sure that's the game plan. I mean, it's a good game plan to me. So, they have that built. This water just now became depleted, which is not a good sign. They have water though. Oh, I only have 1 day left of the drought, and I think we're gonna lose a couple more beavers, which is not good. I'm pretty it. Yeah. There they go. There they go. So we're gonna need jobs again. I'm gonna open that. I don't. Oh, let's drop this down to 4. Let's drop it down to 2. There we go. Okay. I'm losing beavers and I'm losing them fast. Okay. Let's see here. Drop this down to 2. The gather, we can pause that one. And we can on this one, pause them. We're losing our beavers and we're losing them pretty darn quick. I need to get this water pumping. If I can get somebody in there. I'll have somebody that's supposed to be coming here to pump water. There we go. There we go. As long as we don't lose the farmhouse or the water, we're good. Now, I don't want to open this one up yet because, well, actually, I can. We are done. So now I have quite a few jobs that are out, but a forester missing, lumber missing, just in a few of the haulers and builders are out. These guys for food, they're fine, and water's fine. And our drought is over. So hopefully we could pump water back with both the pumps running. Hopefully we can pump our water back in time to get them back up and running. Food is looking okay because I destroyed the berries that we had here. But that's fine because it was actually a group here that I think we couldn't get to. Maybe we could. took those out. I took those out. Farmhouse has 3. The district has 3. Farmhouse. I think District 3 has... Nope. That guy must have died of old age. Okay, let's see what we have going on. This is waiting for water. And this will be waiting for water too as well. So, we're pumping water though, back into District 1. With those guys dying though, that actually helped food get back to where it was at. And the water is actually staying put a lot better. We can get rid of that. We don't need to send those there anymore. And we're good at the planks. Yeah, we're fine on planks. The lumberjacks, so we're still... Yep, we're still cutting trees. Okay, so yeah, we just lost a little bit. They almost drained that water source already. And yep, water got delivered. Okay, so we'll start making new beavers here in a second. They are steamrolling through this. It's good to see. They'll finish that side off, start this side. I'm thinking here in a couple of episodes, we'll probably be close to finishing up this and being able to start blocking the water like we want to. Now I need to think about how I want to do this. So let's see here. A triple floodgate goes how high? So it looks like we would have to create 2 rows of levees. Which I'm going to put these at the very last priority because I need to move these guys before I even think about doing that. But let's go back to looking at the levee. So I think one more levee will do it. Yeah? Yeah, that looks like that will be the way to go. So that actually right there I can build. That's not a problem. Dude, does this need gears? I think it does need gears, yeah? Nope, just log in place. Okay. Doable. Very doable. Very doable. Alright. And then, like I said, the path to come this way will just be a straight path. You know, come around like so. The farmhouse, you should be focusing on... Wait, am I tripping about what I actually need? I so am. I'm so am. Literally, I believe that that episode that was created literally just like threw me off completely. It threw me off so much. Okay. I think I'm gonna go ahead and also create out that far and put a storage yard here. Like I said, all this is gonna get all this is gonna get pulled up eventually. Yeah, all that's gonna get pulled up eventually. So what is actually supposed to be there can be there. I wonder, can this gather reach over there? It can, but not really. So maybe I'll just put it here for right now. How are we doing on logs? Still not great. And it looks like it's time to go ahead and put at least one more lumberjack in there. We have 2 children on the rise. You are liking water. You are liking berries. You can open you back up. And housing. I don't want another 10. I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong with having a 10 stack, to be honest with you. Since they don't produce because they're in a house. So there's actually nothing wrong at all with that. 30 was a little bit rough. Yeah, 30 was a bit rough for me. But with the 2 pumps, the water source going, I think we'll be all right. I think we'll be all right. We don't have any wood in District 1. None of our lumberjack trees are going. We need those children to grow up. That's what we need. That's what we need. Well, looks like I'm in a waiting game. So I guess I'll call it here. Thank you all for tuning in. Like I said, you are amazing, my noob and noobettes. Tuning into the Nubin Network once again, and I appreciate you all for that. It is your boy, the one and only Nubin Hard. Please, please, please stay tuned. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe and turn on your notifications to see all of my Timberborn action that comes out. I upload Timberborn videos every Monday, weekly. This would be, I think, episode 3, since the original episode 3 got basically recording over it. This is episode 3, as well as on Wednesdays, I upload a new series called Ethereum, or I call it Ethereum, but it's Ethereum. That uploads on Wednesdays weekly, which actually originated as a mobile game, which is now a PC game, which is free actually right now through Steam. I'd recommend you guys go check it out. I absolutely love that game. I have about 4 to 5 episodes already recorded for that. They will go live next week. So next week, if you're watching this video today, but that is great. So yes, definitely go ahead, subscribe, hit that notification, stay up to date with me. Stay tuned to the Newbie Network. I have a bunch of great stuff coming out for you all. I'll catch you all in the next video.